security guy at the iPhone store. For late at night, this place is actually really clean. Reminds me of Japan. It's a Sunday too, so Starbucks is open till 1, so I'm about to roll up in there and edit this video real quick after I get done. So guys, it's almost October, time for Halloween. Figure I'd hook you guys up with a scary story.
Hello?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna slice you up.
Who is this?
I'm gonna chop you like liver.
What do you want?
I'm in the house. Do you know where I am?
Totemo kawaii desu ne. Let's go. Alright, I'm out here late night, Santa Monica. I'm actually surprised that a lot of places are still somewhat kind of open. It's not like Japan where things are just open 24/7. But yeah, so Halloween is coming up shortly, and I want to give you guys a pretty good scary story. I was on board a few ships, 3 of them to be exact. I don't want to say specifically the name of this ship, you know what I'm saying? I just want to keep that disclosed. However, a boatswain's mate is someone that kind of works with their hands, so their rate is like, it's really hands-on. People who are undesignated or people who are, they're in the Navy, so they're in the branch, but they don't have a specific job, so they kind of float around, but they get thrown in the department for boatswain's mate, so they're like in the boatswain's mate column of work. Lots of hands-on. Just think of it as like a craftsman or something like that, something of that nature, right? So the thing about those guys, they have to stand a lot of watch. Watch is, let's say, for instance, lookout. That's exactly what you're doing. You're just looking out.
Well, if that's what it takes for us to get warm, I'd rather not. If it's all the same as you, all right? Fucking me! Pick up, you bastard!
And that's a nice bike right there. That's mine. All right, so that's all you do. So just imagine, like, I'm sure a lot of people have seen the Titanic. Just as far as the eye can see, your watch for the next 5 hours is just like a safety lookout, and that's it. You don't do anything else. So it can get kind of boring. If you're not doing that, you might be painting the ship, or you might be doing maintenance on something on board the ship, right? So a lot of my friends, a lot of my closest friends were boatswain's mate. They didn't make a decision on choosing a specific rate or job or MOS in the military, so they got bamboozled into being undesignated, or they were in the boatswain's mate rate. This story is actually really interesting, and it is kind of scary. So I have a friend, and I'm not gonna give out his name either, but he's actually a veteran now, so I guess it doesn't matter. His name's DeAndre. Pretty cool guy, actually. And yeah, pretty big guy too, you know. It's gonna take a lot to scare him. However, when you're on deployment out to sea, you work a lot of hours, right? You're just constantly working. You get really fatigued, you get tired, you might fall asleep while you're supposed to be working. It happens all the time to everybody. So I think I've only met one person that didn't happen to, and yeah, that person was an officer. They were just like a fucking Energizer bunny or something like that. But anyways, DeAndre's on watch at the stern of the ship, so he's at the very end of the ship looking out. He told me that he kept dozing off, kept falling asleep, right? So I'm just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really paying attention to his story. He goes, bro, he said, I saw the craziest shit, man. He said, you won't believe what I saw. He said, because it's dark. I mean, there's no streetlights. You're in the middle of the fucking water. And when we lived we were in Japan, so it was all Pacific Ocean. You got South China Sea, all, you know, Yellow Sea, things of that nature. We were in that vicinity, right? So he was just like, bro, I just kept dozing off, and something, like when I closed my eyes, something just kept pressing against my chest. And I'm just like, bro, it probably was just the ship rocking or something like that. He goes, nah, man, I'm dead ass serious, because I could hear somebody talking to me too. They kept telling me, stop falling asleep. They were just saying, stop falling asleep, wake up.
7 days.
Damn! He just kept hearing that, right? And it's pitch black dark outside. you have communications, like you have a radio, like a headset, and you can talk into it. So he's just like, yo, who's ever on the fucking line, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell him, shut the hell up, whatever. Because it's annoying. You're not scaring him. You're just being annoying at this point. But that in combination with something actually touching him, he's like, yo, it was getting kind of weird. So what'd he do? Dude fell asleep again. Said that when he woke up, like his eyes open, he said that there was a person standing in front of him, was wearing blue coveralls. When we're underway, we wear, or when we're on deployment in the Navy, you wear blue coveralls. It's like a someone that works at like Jiffy Lube or something like that, or like a janitor, pretty much. It's the same type of coveralls, except they say U.S. Navy on it. But the whatever was in front of him, it didn't say U.S. Navy. He said that that was the weirdest thing. It had, well, that in his face, but he said that it had the person had no name tag. It didn't say U.S. Navy on it, but he was wearing blue coveralls, and he had no face. It was just a body with no face. And he said, bro, he was looking at it like just clear as day. I said, what did you do? He said, dude, I ran like a little bitch. He said he ran all the way back inside inside the ship, and was just like refusing to stand watch. But then like, I guess like his chief was like, yo, you better get your ass out there. So he like he went out there, but just never went back to sleep. And then eventually he worked it out where like he would do some extra work type shit just so he specifically didn't have to stand that watch. So I was just like, damn, man, something must have really scared the shit out of you. I don't know. I just thought he was just, probably really tired, because I don't blame him. I would be really tired too, right? Nah, man, that dude was telling the truth, bro. Man, they had some new guys come in from America, and they brand new to Japan. We get on another deployment. Damn, bro, these dudes are saying the same shit, talking about, yo, the second I start dozing off and going to sleep, man, something starts touching me and it's telling me to wake up. Everybody had the same, nobody knew each other, but they all had the same fucking story. And I knew like something was going on because DeAndre had left. Like we switched ships. Like he ended up going to a different ship. He came back to America and I stayed in Japan. So it was like a whole new wave of new sailors and new people that I was working with, right? I'd stand watch with them sometimes. I'd just go out there and like, shoot the shit, just be, hey, what's up, bro? What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about girls and shit, whatever. Then, word on the ship, bro. Motherfucking ship haunted as fuck. I was like, yo, that's some crazy shit. But then I started thinking about it. I mean, if you really think about like the history of some ships, like, yeah, people have died on some ships before. The areas of the world that these ships are going to is, some of that shit's not even charted. So you don't know what the fuck is really going on, man. You got people from all over the world. Just because it's the U.S. Navy doesn't just mean it's people just specifically from America. You got people from all over, different beliefs, different backgrounds. All kind of shit happens. So that's why I was like, bro, that motherfucker just a haunted ass ship. I don't want to give the name, but yeah, it's a haunted ass ship. Every ship that I heard of had its own little stories, but that one was pretty interesting considering that a lot of people had the same story, but they none of them knew each other and nobody had the opportunity to pass that story on. So that's why I was like, damn, bro, that's some scary shit. But yeah, he said flat out when he woke up, the whatever was in front of him was wearing coveralls. It was talking to him, but the individual had no face. And I was just like, damn, bro, I ain't never going out there, bro. Like that type of shit be scaring the shit out of me. But yeah, that was a quick story I got for you guys. I'm still out here in Santa Monica. I'm gonna go back to Starbucks and just upload that shit real quick, and so I can have it for your guys' viewing pleasure. One of my videos, unusual thing a Japanese man has asked me in Japan. It's over 10,000 views, so I'm sitting pretty good. But yeah, if you guys have any more comments or whatever, you know where to find me. Tokyo to LA. I plan on having another trip out to Japan pretty soon. And then I'm doing some music stuff out here in LA. I'm gonna be doing some music stuff out there in Japan. And I don't know, I'm just pretty busy. I was thinking about starting a clothing line as well too. Just a lot of ideas and a lot of research and a lot of money that's gonna be involved. So just look out for a lot of things with Tokyo in front of it. I'll make sure to let you guys know first. You guys get the inside scoop, and I'm taking everybody to the top. All right, guys, Tokyo, LA, peace out.
Let's have a toast. Let's do the most. Let me be a